Hey everyone, Pastor Caleb here with the answer to another question that we received during the sermon on Sunday about the left hand and the right hand. In Matthew chapter 6, Jesus says, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing when... is it left hand or right hand? Just make sure I know exactly what he says. Oops. Awkward. Hey everyone, Pastor Caleb here with the answer to another question that came to us from the sermon on Sunday. It's about Matthew chapter 6 verse 3, where Jesus says, when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. And the question was about whether the left hand or the right hand is better or worse, and I'm sure this person was probably a left-handed person and they wanted to feel good about their left-handedness. Sorry, you're still a freak. I'm just kidding. Left-handed people are great. The question actually gives us a chance, though, to dig into what that verse was actually talking about. Not the difference between left-handed and right-handed people, but what Martin Luther calls singleness of giving. So Martin Luther, when he gives some comments on this verse, Matthew 6:3, draws our attention to Romans 12:8, which I'm going to read for you. In Romans 12, the Apostle Paul is talking about the gifts that God has given his church, spiritual gifts. And he says to those people, if your gift is encouragement, then encourage. If it is giving, then give generously. If it is leading, then do it diligently. If it's showing mercy, then do it cheerfully. That's what the New International Version translates that verse to be. It says, when giving, give generously. Now that's not a wrong translation by any means, but it misses some of the other ranges of the word that's translated generously. That word could also be translated simplicity or frankness or singleness is how Martin Luther likes to use it. He likes to say that the idea that Jesus is getting to with the left and the right hand is that you should be doing something with such a singleness of purpose that nothing else in your life is being affected by that giving. Right? So if you can think about it like climbing a ladder, right? If your left hand doesn't know what your right hand is doing as you climb a ladder, you're not going to get up the ladder very quickly. The right hand has to know that the left hand has grabbed the next rung so it itself can go up to the rung above it. But if your left hand and your right hand don't know what each other are doing, then your left hand can do something and it cannot benefit your right hand in any way. So what Jesus is saying, and what Luther exposes for us in the text from Romans chapter 12, is that generosity is something we do simply out of a response of the grace of God to us. There's no ulterior motive for us. There's no getting glory from other people. There's no hope of getting a kickback from Jesus or from his church. This is simply, I love Jesus because he died for me. I'm going to give my money to him as an expression of that generosity. So I hope that helps answer the difference between the left hand and the right hand and how the left hand doesn't know what your right hand is doing. God bless, and if you have any questions, feel free to submit them on our website under the Start Here tab and ask our pastor. We'll see you next time.